Pheleta. We are at the Sleep Train Arena. The Sacramento Kings just came out and the crowd is alive. Let's go talk to some of the fans and see what they're expecting in tonight's game. Hey, Brian. Now, are you excited about the Kings?
Of course I'm excited.
How well do you know your Kings?
I know them all right.
Well, let's just see. Who is the #1 rebounder in the NBA?
DeMarcus Cousins.
Ding, 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 ding. I didn't think anybody would know that. How did you know that?
I know everything about the Kings almost.
What else do you know? Like, I have another question. Who had 20 points the last 2 games for the Kings?
Was it Rudy Gay?
This man is good. All right. Who used to play for the Toronto Raptors that plays for the Kings right now?
Grievous Vasquez.
That wasn't the answer. You have to give it back. No, I'm just kidding. What about Rudy Gay?
Well, Grievous Vasquez too, and Rudy Gay. Both of them.
He told me something. All right, thank you. You're a winner. Who is the #1 rebounder in the NBA?
DeMarcus Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins. Ding, 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 ding. There you go. Okay. What Sacramento King player used to play for the Toronto Raptors?
Rudy Gay.
Ding, 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 ding. You Kings fans are very smart. Good job, guys. Thank you. Are you excited about the season?
Yes, I am.
Why?
Because Kings are starting to win some games.
What's your expectations for the team?
Maybe 8th spot in the playoffs. You never know, but
But definitely playoffs, right? All right. Here we go. Do you know how excited the fans are?
Yeah.
9-8, best start since 2009, 2010. You know they're really excited.
Yeah.
Does that put a lot of pressure on you guys?
Not at all, man. That's support. Our fans keep us going, so we appreciate them staying with us through the tough times and through the good times.
And the fans talk about how you guys are now gelling together, like you're really playing like a team. What do you attribute that to?
We just get along, locker room, maturity, being a good team off the court and on the court, liking each other. We have fun. You got to enjoy this job.
Okay, we're looking forward to a win tonight. So here's the question. You ready? This is the lovely prize you get to take with you. You don't want to leave the arena without this. The question is, who is the #1 NBA rebounder right now?
DeMarcus Cousins.
He didn't even hesitate. Grown men didn't know that answer. Good job. You've done good, Dad. Enjoy the game.
For over 25 years, the Thompsons experience has been best told by our customers.
Hello, my name's Doug Gratton. This is my wife, Carol. I made a phone call from a parking lot in Lake Tahoe today. 3 hours later, we're getting a truck. Simple, straightforward. We invite all of our friends and family to come to Thompson's and enjoy the Thompson's experience.
Thompson's, where our customers do the talking for us. Experience it for yourself.
Experience Thompson's.
Hi, everybody. It's Pheleta, your host for Kings Watch. We're at the Sleep Train Arena in Sacramento, California, where the Sacramento Kings are taking on the Toronto Raptors. And yes, this is Rudy Gay's old team. Speaking of Rudy Gay, 20 points or more in the last 2 games. DeMarcus Cousins, questionable today. He's not been playing in the last 2 games due to a virus. He is the #1 rebounding player in the NBA. Last week, he was named Player of the Week. On Toronto's side, DeRozan will be out until further notice due to a strained groin. It should be a good game. We're expecting a lot of fun, noise, and a win. We'll be back after the first quarter. Hi there, Kings Watch fans. It's Pheleta. It's the end of the first quarter. It has been all Raptors. The Kings have struggled just to put up 4 points after the first half of the first quarter. Rudy Gay leads the scoring for the Kings with only 6 points. The score at the end of the first quarter, 31-22 Raptors. Let's see what they do in the second quarter. We'll be back after the second quarter.
For over 25 years, the Thompsons experience has been best told by our customers.
My name is Makua Matsukato. Drove all the way up here to Thompson's Toyota in Placerville. It's actually the third car I bought from here. My mother has bought a car from here, and my grandparents have also bought a car from here. It was so easy, and I invite all my friends to come enjoy the Thompson's Toyota experience.
Thompsons, where our customers do the talking for us. Experience it for yourself.
Experience Thompson's.
Hi, Kings Watch fans. I am here with the voice of the Sacramento Kings, Grant Napier. Did I say it right?
You said it right.
Okay.
That's perfect. There you go.
Now, you've been with the Kings for a long time. You've seen a lot of changes. This season is most exciting. Why is that?
There's just new energy. You know, with the new ownership from last year, the new management, the moves they made in the offseason, there's just renewed energy. I mean, you can feel it in the crowd and really all over the community. People are wearing their Kings colors again. People have their license plate frames on that say Sacramento Kings. It's great because it's been a while and you can feel it. And with the new arena coming in 2 years, everyone is super pumped.
Now, did you almost faint when you thought they might move?
You could use that term. You could use a lot of terms. But I got to tell you, deep in my heart, I never ever felt they were going to move. I really never did. I always felt that they would find a way. And of course, Mayor Johnson was incredible in leading the effort to keep the team here. And when Vivek Ranadive came on board, you knew that they were going to stay.
So you've had a storied career. What's next for you?
I want to work here as long as I can. They're going to have to carry me off my chair here courtside. Hey, I've got the greatest job in the world. Why would I want to leave? I love it here. I really do.
And I've got the second greatest job in the world. Wait, give us one of your famous lines before we go.
If you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball.
Okay, Kings fans, we'll be back. Hi there, Kings Watch fans. It's halftime at the Sleep Train Arena. What a difference a quarter makes. The Kings have finally caught up. Although the score is 55-57, it's been a close game. Ben McLemore scored 5 points in a matter of 60 seconds to tie the game at 44. And then Amir Johnson had a tech, so we got another point or two to take us ahead by 1 point. Again, 55-57 at the half. Let's see if they can do it. The last 4 times the Raptors have been at Sleep Train Arena, they've lost. Let's see if the Kings can make it 5. We'll be back after the third quarter. It's Pheleta. It's the end of the third quarter. The Kings are having a hard time without DeMarcus Cousins. The Raptors are taking advantage of the fact that the NBA's #1 rebounder is not in the game. The Kings have only had the lead 1 time by 1 point. The Raptors, on the other hand, have had the lead by as much as 15 points. The only King that's in foul trouble is Jason Thompson, 4 fouls. Coach took him out a while ago. Ben McLemore leads the Kings with 19 points. The stadium's on fire! We'll see you after the fourth quarter.
For over 25 years, the Thompsons experience has been best told by our customers.
Hi, my name is Bruce McDonald. I would recommend this dealership to anyone that's looking to buy a Toyota of any kind.
Hi, my name is Patty McIntosh. I would do this and recommend this to anybody and everybody. You are treated like a celebrity. It's absolutely amazing.
Thompsons, where our customers do the talking for us. Experience it for yourself.
Experience Thompson's.
Hi there, Kings Watch fans. They tried, but they just couldn't do it tonight. The final score was 117-109 Raptors. They really missed Boogie, the big man. They needed those rebounds in the fourth quarter, and they just couldn't do it without him. Although the fourth quarter was a pretty even score, 25-26. Rudy Gay ended up with 20 points, Ben McLemore 21. Let's go and see what Coach has to say about it, as well as some of the players.
Coming out of this is that your bench came up huge for you, not even just scoring, but they got you guys back into the game several times on the defensive end.
Yeah, the way we started the first quarter and third quarter was unacceptable. We gave up a combined 66 points in the first and third. And first quarter they shot 63, third quarter they shot 59. Second quarter we get back in the game, to your point, Katie, because we hold them to 39. In the fourth quarter we hold them to 41. But that's just a microcosm of who we are. You're 9-9, and your wins you defend, and your losses you don't defend anybody. And there are people that are wondering about our offense. If you would have told me coming into the game we'd score 109, shoot 52 from the field, get to the foul line 37 times, and have 28 assists, that's a great offensive night. But the reality is this, it's very simple. If you do not defend in the NBA, you get your butts whipped, and that's what they did. They took turns tonight. At first it was Terrence Ross, then it was James Johnson, then it was Kyle Lowry. And the fourth quarter defense was pretty good, but we just couldn't wrap up a defensive rebound. They had 11 second chance points in the fourth quarter. And we got close, just couldn't get over the hump because we keep on building ourselves very, very big holes against quality opponents.
You guys are a fantastic rebounding team, but they out-rebound you tonight, albeit by one. But 34 rebounds for you guys. Without DeMarcus, how do you make up for those 12 boards tonight?
By committee. It's and that's the fine line. We went to a small lineup because our starting group couldn't guard their smalls to start the game, so I started the third quarter with Omri out there to give us a better chance to match up against their smalls. But now you leave yourself exposed on the glass a little bit, so it just can't be one guy. We can't ask Reggie Evans to go out and get 20 boards every night when DeMarcus is out. I think this all speaks to the importance of DeMarcus Cousins. Obviously, we all know how talented he is, but he's the anchor of our defense, and he's the central figure of our offense. And without him, we're struggling right now, and we have to find a way over the next 2 days to get ready for Orlando and Indiana to get this right, because I just hate how we're playing right now defensively.
After 4 losses, and you know by looking at it, it's your defense that is your issue, but how important is it with the team to not have them panic right now?
Oh, yeah.
What you guys went through last season.
No, I mean, it's we're just beginning December. I mean, it's we're 9-9, and again, we just played. Yeah, no, DeRozan is out, but the combined win-loss record of our last 4 opponents is pretty impressive. So there's no panic, but it's just a matter of getting back to doing what we did earlier. And we fully understand why we win games and why we lose games. And I think that's important. That's the first step, is to understand why you win and why you lose. So we understand it. Now it's a matter of doing it on a much more consistent basis. And we all have to hold each other a little bit more accountable, and we have to come out here and just play with a defensive mindset for 48 minutes instead of playing for 24 to 36 minutes.
Talk about momentum after 4 losses. How do you guys get your momentum back?
Watch film and figure out what we got to do to get over this hump, and just go out there and figure it out. Keep playing as a team.
Ben, is there anything you guys can do to kind of avoid those holes? You went down 21 Sunday, 15 tonight. Does that become a priority now to try to get out to a better start?
Yeah, just first quarter. Just starting off strong. I think these first quarters we've just been kind of sluggish, and we just got to go out there and compete. First quarter and throughout the whole rest of the quarters.
Toronto, one of the toughest backcourts you've faced so far. I mean, you've obviously had a treacherous schedule, but how do these guys shape up relative to everyone else?
You know, you were right about that. You know, Kyle Lowry, he's gonna get his and regardless. But I think you know, the rebounding, man, rebound killed us tonight, man. And you know, I think once we watch film and figure it out, we were, you know, go out there and pick it up.
The number one rebounder in the NBA is out. Do you think that had a lot to do with it today?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, we kind of, you know, went kind of small ball today, and you know, everybody was either, you know, guarding the big and, you know, trying to, you know, get rebounds, and I think that's kind of the big thing. But, you know, hopefully soon, possible, Big Fella get back soon, and, you know, we just figure it out from there. But, you know, him being out right now, we just got to keep playing our game.
For you individually, the success you had tonight, was it satisfying, even though it wasn't a loss, just to kind of get over that hump you've had a little bit?
No, it wasn't satisfying. I mean, we all about wins. You know, it's not an individual game. You know, if I come out and play bad, if we win, that's what we want. So it's not satisfying for me. You know, we still got the loss.
The bench unit has struggled most of the season, but tonight 58 points, like 20 of 31 shooting. What was different tonight?
I mean, I wouldn't say anything was different. I mean, it's just one of those nights. You know, I mean, we've been struggling as a whole, but you know, it's gonna be games like that. You know, it's gonna be games where we come out and play well. Some nights we're gonna struggle. You know, we got a little more minutes on in the first quarter to cut the lead back, and we was able to get a little rhythm in. So I think that kind of helped a little bit.
Hi there, Kings Watch fans. Well, the Kings couldn't do it tonight. 117 to 109. The Raptors' first quarter was horrible. It took 6 minutes for the Kings to get 4 points on the board. Coach says there is no excuse for that. Fourth quarter, they could have used the rebounding of DeMarcus Cousins. He is the number one rebounder in the NBA right now, but he's out sick. They don't know when he's going to be able to come back. Coach says they have to learn to play with or without DeMarcus Cousins. So that is their challenge. All right, Kings fans, watch for us next time. And you can see us on Comcast Channel 7. And you can look at us also online at foothill7tv.com. Until next time, I'm your host, Pheleta. Thank you for watching, and I will be back. See you next time.